Well, welcome everyone to this presentation on the Human Wisdom Partnership Program. We've got a few people just arriving. So this is the brainchild of Steve Twynham, who's here. So everything, and so a little bit about Human Wisdom and the project that we're running for those who may not know us, or for people who may be watching later. So what we're trying to do is help people understand themselves and how their minds work. And we believe that this can help them connect with their own inner wisdom and transform their life. Because if you can understand why you think and feel and act in the way that you do, right now it's unconscious, and there are many hidden drivers in our thinking that shape our lives we're not aware of. And just by shining a light into that space, we can live a much happier, peaceful, and a better life. So it can help us be mentally healthy, happy, have much better relationships, and avoid the perils of addiction and violence and division and so on. But in addition to that, this deeper understanding can help us be emotionally intelligent, manage our own emotions, develop the soft skills we need in the world, so communication, leadership, and so on. And it also helps with critical thinking. So the reason we set up the partnership program is so that we can then share the benefits of this with a much wider audience, with the world. Our mission is to try and share this wisdom with as many people as we can, so they can transform their own lives for the better, and gradually this can create a ripple effect and make the world a better place. So we were thinking, really, how best can we do this? One standard route, of course, is to go down the advertising route with Facebook and Google and other platforms. But the cost of that has become so high now that we want to keep the cost of the app low, and really that model doesn't work. We'd have to charge 2 or 3 times as much as we're charging. So we thought this model, where we share the benefits of the app and the revenues we get from it with our followers, is a much better way. Wisdom app, for those who haven't seen it before or recently, there are lots of new features in it. We've got a new section called How Can Wisdom Help? These are 9 videos on what you can do. It's sort of to make the case for wisdom, really, in the sense, if you're stressed at the moment, we think, the answer to my stress lies out there. Or if I'm anxious, it lies out there. But what we're trying to say is actually the answer to your stress lies in going inwards and finding out why your mind reacts in the way that it does, because sometimes all we can do is change our reaction. And you can share these also with others. So if you open any video, you'll see at the top there's a URL, and you can just copy that and paste it and send it to somebody else. So that's another way of just introducing this content to other people. There's a daily practice that's new. There's a personalized for you section. So we've organized all our content into these different sections. And in each section, all the content for that section is in one place. So, for example, with stress and anxiety, these are 10-minute videos which tell you what you can do right now to be less stressed and anxious. Then these modules take you deeper to understand the root cause, to explore it in more detail for long-term benefit. Then there are life stories, guided questions, which is like a small mini coach in your pocket, short videos, podcasts, and global events, which we host every 2 weeks, and then the links are here. There are also guided meditations and blogs. So you can see a lot of content is available now, and the content keeps getting added. So that's all that's new. What hasn't changed is the section on Develop a Calm Mind. The Living with Wisdom section has now got lots more content. So relationships, love, happiness, success and failure, criticism, and all of these modules are in depth. So for example, if you look at the relationship module, it has a lot more depth. And as you're going through this, if there is something that strikes you and you want to share that with somebody, again, each of these pages has its own unique URL at the top, or you can use the share button here on the top right. Then there's a section on managing your emotions, exploring how your mind works and understanding yourself. And then basically taking this and applying it to help make the world a better place, whether it's racism, climate change. We're just making a video for COP27, Tackle Global Health. You know, in the US, 90% of all GP or primary care visits are caused by stress. Imagine if we could make a difference to that group, or in conflict, or transform education. So this is the overview of the app. And what I'm going to show you is in the app itself, the partnership program. Here, it's called Partnership Program. And you start with About Partnership. So why be a partner? And we have a number of reasons. So you could help yourself, of course. To be a partner, the only requirement is that you sign up for an annual subscription to the app. You can help yourself, of course, help others, because this wisdom can transform their lives, but it can also help others earn another income if they want. Make the world a more peaceful place, help us plant trees, get a free book, come to our live events, which we have every 2 weeks, earn an income, which I will explain now, and get involved. That's why it's called the Human Wisdom Project. So if you have a comment or something you want to add, there's a way of doing that. It helps people in all these different ways we've already talked about, meet life's challenges without getting stressed or anxious, be mentally healthy, have happier relationships, avoid addiction, live with compassion, live with a positive attitude. And that can make a difference to all the challenges that we face. And of course, develop the skills we need to succeed in the world, whether it's communication or leadership. That's that video. It just introduces the app, and you can share that with others. That's the key thing. And the way to do that, again, is just, you can find it, share the partnership page link here with people. This is a video which really summarizes everything you and I are talking about today.
Well, it's all.
And this is, you can recognize Steve here. Steve and I did this short video which explains how the program works. Here are some testimonials from people. And these are the benefits. This is how it's going to work. So when you sign up and you get a referral, you'll get you have to sign your annual subscription, then you can become a partner. They're not automatically connected. You have the option of becoming a partner. We didn't want to just assume people wanted to be partners. But if you've got an annual subscription, you can be a partner. You'll get a code. It's called a referral code and a link, and you can share that with your network. Now, when you sign up to be a partner, you'll be given two options. One is you can have a tree planted for every subscription made using your referral code, or you can get an income. If you want a tree planted in your profile, you'll get at the end of the year, you can keep track of how many trees have been planted in your name, and people will get a 10% discount on their subscription. If you want an income, this is how it works. So basically, you first purchase an annual subscription. All the details are here. You become a partner, you get the code, you share it with others. If a person or an organization you introduce signs up, we're going to share 10% of the revenue with you and give them a 10% discount. Okay, that's for the first person you introduce. And then if that person introduces somebody else, you'll get 7% of their revenue. So, and it goes all the way down to level 7, where you get 1% of that level 7. Now, The way this is different from other programs is there's no other joining fee. There's no targets to meet. There's no pressure to sell. All you're doing is introducing this to your network and saying, I'm a Human Wisdom partner. I use the app. You can say what you like about it. And download it for free, browse it. And should you want to subscribe, here's a link. And if you use it, or this code rather, you'll get 10% off. The important thing is to get people to use the code, because they can also download it on their Google, on their phones. And then that way the link is harder to keep track of. So the code is much more useful. You tell people, use this code, you'll get 10% off, should you wish to subscribe. And to continue getting an income from your partners, all you need is to have an active annual subscription. So that also works for Human Wisdom, because it keeps people in the system and keeps our community growing. So this other benefits are you'll get a copy of the book and you'll get details of live events and so on. The frequently asked questions are here. So is this network marketing? Yes. Of course, the income is not guaranteed. You don't need to do any selling. All you're doing is introducing it to people. They don't have to buy anything. And to introduce another partner, you just have to ask them to click on the partnership program page, and they, using your referral code. They enter your referral code. When they're becoming a partner, the system prompts them, and that connects them to you. There's no cost of being a partner other than a subscription. And of course, we will not share your details with other partners except for the people you are introducing or who've introduced you. And your income can be seen through the app itself. So this is a sample of how the income could be. And you can see, I'll just take you through this chart. It's based on a simple assumption. Let's say you've got a network of 500 people and you share this with them. And also it's not just sharing it once, but you do something on a regular basis, because you can just forward our social media messages if you like. If from your network, 10 people sign up and pay for their subscription, and out of those 10, only 3 others become a partner and start introducing their network, this is how this chart works. So level 0 is you just sold 10, say we're getting, the cost of the app is say £50, but if you get, the other person gets a 10% discount. So we just base it on a £40 net cost. You'll get £40. Level 1, you'll get 84, and so it goes on. But by level 7, you start earning substantial amounts, and in a year, from this simple maths, you could be earning 19,500. Now, of course, that's not guaranteed at all. But equally, it means that if you put more of an effort into this, the income could be much more than that. You start introducing it to organizations and you take more of an active interest. This model is built on what Herbalife are doing, what Utility Warehouse have done, and this is a tried and tested model. And we're open about it. We're saying, this is why we're doing it. We want to share the benefits of this wisdom with the world. And we want to help make the world better, but we need your help to do it. On our own, we can't, because the cost of acquiring a customer now is $100. And if we want to keep the cost of the app at, say, $60, this model isn't going to make sense, and Human Wisdom will be dead in a few months' time. So to keep this going, to create this ripple effect, this is the model that we have created. Okay, so that's really, in a nutshell, all the details are here. If you are already an affiliate, you will get an automatic upgrade to being a partner, and that should be reflected in here, where it says partnership program, where it says instead of becoming a partner, it'll say my partnership, and I'll be writing to you in that regard. Otherwise, all you need to do is to sign up. That each person who becomes a partner, we can train you up to host your own events. And your event could be either you host an event where you invite people to come along, or you host set up a wisdom club. A wisdom club is just a place where people gather to have a chat and talk about something in the app. Today we're going to talk about stress or relationships or whatever it is that takes your fancy. And we can work together. So this is the artwork for it. So you just put your title of the discussion, whether it's online or Zoom or whatever. You can change this artwork to say it's Google Meet on date and time, your name. And we are saying, if you want to charge people for that, £5, £10, we have to agree a maximum amount, but I think about £10. That's fine. But it'll mean just raising awareness of human wisdom and basically to get these discussions going. And as this network and these events start occurring, we'll start populating our website and the app with these events, which are happening hopefully around the world. So that's that idea that we've done. This artwork has just come in. But we can also train you to host your own events in time, so that, if you're in Miami or you're in Mumbai, you can be hosting your own events. But we'll train you in order to do that. We're trying to be really careful in how this rolls out. So it's done ethically, without being completely open with people, and our intentions are honored as we do this. Okay, so that's me done with the talking. Steve, do you want to come in and tell us about how it's worked in Utility Warehouse and how you see this working?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been involved in sort of network marketing for a long time, and I want to emphasize the point that you mentioned it there, Manoj. It's not about going out and selling, it's going out about sharing what the program is all about. And the key bit is that sharing. And as you saw that opportunity for the income stream to grow further down the line, it's about building a team of people that want to share the program. That's where the strength of it applies, and that's where the strength of it, of getting the program out to lots of people, is the key thing, really. And it's a simple process if we can follow that simple process. And the one thing you touched on there, Manoj, about it being ethical and having that same messages being delivered is key in making this work. It's not for people to go off and try and sell it in their own way. It's important that they follow the steps and they follow the process, if that makes sense. And that training, as we do the training, that will develop and grow. So I think that's the key thing that I'd like to share. And it's just sharing it. I just met a couple of people in a cafe yesterday for coffee, had a conversation with them, and I'm sharing it with them this weekend. Simple, done, nothing heavy, just a conversation. And some people will walk away from it, and that's okay. Some people will see it, and that's okay. Yeah. But if we want to make a difference in the world, this is a great opportunity to help do it.
Yeah, and also difference to your own life and to help other people develop an income too.
Cool. Yes, that's to build the team. Yeah, you the bit where you say someone can host their meeting, that's somebody taking the lead on their team, if you want to call it, to help other people develop and make a difference. So that's the key of it all, really.
Yeah. John, you've been involved in some of these programs now. Do you have anything to offer or comments to make?
Yeah, thanks, Manoj. So this is brilliant. I love the way you're setting this up, and I just want to share with you a massive opportunity. We're just developing a super network at the moment with a couple of other networks, and would like to come and invite you to be part of that super network and to invite people on that super network with some amazing influencers on that network. We've got one guy who's got 2 million followers on TikTok. We've got another couple of people who are 2 of the top 50 influencers on LinkedIn. We've got people who are pretty much connected all over the world in that super network. So if you can come and share this on that super network, Manoj, we can get some really amazing traction very quickly. And it's very much aligned with all the sort of values that people in that community already are very much aligned with what you're trying to achieve. So excited for this. Is beautifully set up, and I think we can get some really fast action really fast, Manoj, if you're ready to rock. Let's get you into our super network. Yeah.
And just to say that people like John and Steve have been traveling with them, for years, long before human wisdom was even a seed in my brain. We've been traveling and talking for a long time. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you, is that we have created some artwork, which we can then share with everyone else. So let me just find it for you, 1 second. I'm going to send you all, so when you become a partner, you'll get a link to a Dropbox, and that we'll keep populating it with all the artwork that we are developing. So for example, something like that, have happier relationships, how do you cope with criticism, and be successful in the world. So you can take that artwork, add your own copy, your partnership link to the partnership program, whatever it is you want to do, and then we'll keep adding more stuff to this. So that's one thing. And of course, you can also follow us on social media. So depending on your platform, if you're on LinkedIn, so we keep hosting these events, by the way. So this one is on how can we avoid and overcome anxiety. So this is another way of bringing new people, if you like, to human wisdom, just by inviting them to come to our events. Or you come to Human Wisdom, follow us. So this is on LinkedIn, but the same posts go out on Facebook and Instagram. So this is our artwork for the Human Wisdom Partnership Program. But there's always something being posted. So you can just share that, if you like, with people in your network. So that's the other thing. You can share these quotations and so on. Let's get started. And I'll be sharing with you all what we're doing. And do we still have Prachi on the call? She gone? No, Prachi's gone. Cool. Okay, if there's nothing else, we'll wind up and I'll be in touch.
Bye,
Thanks,
Manoj.
Manoj.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.